when it gets to be good. A lot of traffic, so I just gotta wait for things to calm down because my backpack's big and I look suspicious. Let's go. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Really not much cover here at all. But I'm gonna get this backpack off. Okay. So I'm just sitting here in between these two trees. It's nice and dry here, so I should be able to sleep right down here, no problems. There is visible traffic there, there, there. So I'm pretty much in the only spot that I can kind of hide. I have camo netting if I need it, but the sun's on the way down, so we should be okay. The sun is shining right at me, so I've moved a little further under these spruce boughs. Leaves me a little more exposed from this side, but the sun is in their face anyway, so they shouldn't notice me here. Around here is everything a stealth camper could ever need. There's a gas station there for washrooms. There's a steakhouse across the road in case I need a second supper tonight. There is a store for step 2, and a lot of traffic. Hopefully that dies down. In about another 20 minutes, it's going to be dark enough I can wander around a little bit and show you the sights. So far, this traffic is only intensifying, just about dark enough to wander around a little bit. I'm using a 2 backpack system today. This little one I can take with me, bring the camera gear and stuff. Then this great big monster that I always use, and that's got everything else in it. And I'll just tuck that under the tree here and nobody will see that. Let's go for a little walk. This town has a lot of industry, a lot of oil field workers, and there's many hotels here for lodging for out-of-town workers. Little do they know, they don't have to stay in those hotels. There's woods everywhere they can be camping in. It's my home tonight behind us. And first things first, I'm going to investigate that liquor store a little bit. Mission successful. Not too much, just a beer so I can have something to drink for step 2. I'm going to investigate washrooms at this gas station and grab another little something to drink. As far as gas station bathrooms, those are award-worthy, I have to say. Shortage of crosswalks here, but that's okay at this hour. The traffic is dying down. Some of these other spots look okay in the dark, but in the daytime, that's a no-go. This was the only good-looking spot right in here, and it is really exposed up here. In my magic backpack today, I'm packing some stuff for fondue, because it's easy to cook. I just need a little candle thing underneath of it. dollar store folding tripod chair that will come in very handy. Stove contraption that you'll see later for cooking this fondue. Got a hair mattress that'll go inside the sleeping bag. And I got this big, old, ugly, yellow sleeping bag. I've turned it inside out, so it shouldn't be obvious. Okay. It takes up most of the backpack is this thing. All right. Time for step 2. No need to be stealthy with all these semis and air brakes and Jake brakes, everything else going on. Doesn't get any better than this. I think it'd be stealthier if I found something in a green can. I am literally hiding in between 2 trees right now. There's a couple off on a tangent there that block a little bit of the view, but I'm relying on these 2 trees and the darkness for my stealth tonight, and the fact that probably nobody cares. These are all hardworking, productive, valuable members of society that do a little bit more than sleep in trees when they're not supposed to. This is a way more exposed stealth camp than usual, and I have to sit pretty still in between these trees. So I've got thermal underwear on, I got thermal shirts, everything, but for backup, I thought this might be the case. I got one of these heated vests. It takes a little rechargeable battery, and I'm trying it out. Normally, if I was active, it wouldn't be a problem, but sitting on a little stool, being perfectly still, is not copacetic with staying warm. So this should do the job. Okay, there we go. It needs heat. Stealthy as ever. This is not the controversial, much dreaded stealth test because nothing is really set up. But this is really open. This side here, got the hotels, people driving past, sparsely spaced out trees here, right on through. This would be great in the summer if there was leaves on these, but there is not. And this is it. These are the 2 trees here we'll be camping underneath of. Around the other side, there's really not much cover. Okay. There's actually power here, but I don't want to do that. That's a full-blown law-breaking thing, theft of utilities. And I just strive for minor bylaw infractions. But yeah, this is it. This is all the cover I've got here. So I'm gonna get this fondue going. I got one of these little alcohol gel fuel things, and it burns nice and stealthily. And inside one of these contraptions, this little folding stove thing. I don't know if you can see that. I'm trying to work with minimal light here, but it goes right in there. This is stealthy. In my pot here, I've got some healthy stuff to dip in this cheese fondue. I've got some veggies, a little bit of meat, and I got one of these pre-made fondue cheese packages. I could make my own, but this is way easier, so that's what I'm doing. That looks looks rude. Oh yeah, that looks good and melted. Fondue time by the side of the road. And fondues really require Swiss. This is mostly a Swiss-based, it's from Switzerland. You can really taste the Swiss. You can make whatever type of cheese fondue you want, but you gotta have that Swiss in there. So, some sourdough bread pieces. Numerous vegetables. Look at that. Ooh, cherry tomatoes. Garlic sausage. Perfect thing to be eaten by the side of the highway. Fondue, cooked up no problem. Look, here you got cauliflower. Feeling healthier already. Vitamins coursing through my veins. Soluble fiber. Antioxidants. It's getting chilly. It's really feeling it actually. And I've turned it inside out because the other side is like that. That's not good.
Orgain Creatine. It's good for your muscles and mind. Premium creatine monohydrate with zero fillers or additives that supports muscle strength and power and brain health. Elevate your performance with Orgain Creatine.
When your business is growing out of control, it can be disorienting. But with SAP, AI agents use all the right data to help you get out of the woods before you even know you're in them.
Hey, did you just like a photo of me from 3 years ago?
He doesn't care. The sleeping pad I brought is a little big to stuff inside of this, and normally I like to because everything is synthetic and slippery, and by the end of the night, you go off on an angle from your sleeping pad, and it's just not going to work. These pine needles, though, they seem fairly level and soft. I'm going to regret this in the morning, I know already, but I'm going to sleep right on these soft, wonderful spruce bough needles. It's going to be the bed. Yeah, there's not much anywhere for cover. This will do just fine. I haven't been able to camp for a bit. I put up a social media post a few days ago on the Facebook and Instagram and X, or whatever it's called now, a YouTube community thing, that I am back in Alberta unexpectedly for an urgent reason. And I will discuss that eventually here. But I'm back in beautiful Alberta, enjoying a little bit of a warm spell here, although it doesn't feel very warm. My doctor has recommended not camping outside in sub-zero temperatures for my poor sinuses that I've put through everything on this earth, from abandoned mines to old cabins, old nuclear bunker type things. So it's I'm trying to go to warmer climates as much as possible, but it's good to be back. Good to see garbage. Good to see friends and family. And so I'll give an update here at some point on as what's going on. But thanks for sticking with me here. Just trying to lay low. I haven't seen a lot of police around here, and I am expecting to. There was somebody earlier shouting at somebody, "Hey, get away from my truck!" And I laid low because people are worried about somebody breaking into their trucks. They're gonna not want to see me out here in the bush with camping gear. So it's dying down a little bit. You can walk around here and kind of see a complete circle around here about what's going on. Just got back in my woods here. A lot of people still out and about. I did bring that camouflage netting with me, but there's nowhere to really hang it up. I think it would make things look more obvious if there was just a big sheet of camo, particularly when the sun comes up, which will be early. Looks like that gas station is just about closing. People are taking out garbage and stuff. They open up pretty early though, 6 in the morning. I don't plan on sleeping in here. Even though there was a lot of artery clogging cheese in that fondue, those vegetables made me feel a lot healthier, and I'm sure they're going to flush out a lot of all of that stuff. Somebody just got let out of a vehicle, and they're walking pretty close by here. Hidden in the shadows. So these two trees I'm camping underneath of tonight, you just go around them. That's all there is to it. Time for bed. I'm just going to crawl in here and pray I'm going to stay warm enough tonight. It's not supposed to be that cold, but I'm really feeling cold, so let's see how this goes. And when the sun comes up, I'm going to stick out like a sore thumb. So, good night, everybody, and see you in the morning. Hopefully, all goes smoothly. Morning is always the most awkward time to wake up and remember where you are in situations like this. So, night, everybody. Cheers. Good morning, everybody. The temperature last night was very suitable, adequate, and satisfying. The spruce needles left a little to be desired. That was kind of to be expected. It did get pretty chilly from what I could feel, but I'm very exposed right now. It's getting very bright out, so it's just about time to get out of here. My two little trees don't seem as stealthy in the morning, I'll say that. I really like the simple setups because I wouldn't want to be deflating that air mattress right now. I'd much rather put up with the questionable sleep than a big pile of stuff to pack up in no time flat. Everything here has been left sparkling clean. Out before the sun's even fully risen. There's that wonderful power, which would have been nice to have something heated to plug in there or to cook with. But anyway, this is the stealth spot. Things do get stealthier than that, but as far as a bare bones little stealth setup, that was pretty good. Go check out that gas station, see if they got a hot breakfast sandwich for me. Okay, how's this gonna be? We'll find out. $5.95. Okay, so it's like, looks like if you're in Canada, it looks closer to an A&W breakfast sandwich. Hey, wow, there's two of these egg things. I don't know if they're real cracked eggs or what the deal is, but bacon, cheese, bun, egg. Definitely work for a hungry fellow off of work in the morning. Okay, back along the side of the road for one reason. The sun's about to rise. It's getting brighter. I realized I forgot my glasses and my trees over there. I'm gonna make one last run to go get my sunglasses. It's more like it. So, thanks everyone for watching. Please consider subscribing. It'll help you know when my, as of late, erratic videos have been coming out. But there, I will mention what's going on there fairly shortly. I appreciate your patience as always, and I've got a couple more to do here while I'm in the area. I've scoped things out. I think everything's going to be all right. So, see you guys hopefully next week, and hunker down, my friends.
Make Michael's your new balloon destination. Find a wide range of colors, styles, and even character designs. Plus, enjoy free helium inflation on select styles. Shop in-store or online at michaels.com today.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new home. It's time to take an adventure with rugged capability. From the Kelly Blue Book Best Value brand, hurry into your Honda dealer today.
Hey everybody, welcome to Camping with Steve. This has been on my list for years, but I haven't been able to find the perfect spot until today. Right beside the McDonald's drive-thru. There's some great woods in there. Gonna crawl up into there. I'll be right in view of the pickup windows, and got bathrooms right in there. Let's go. Just getting dropped off here. All right. Thank you. I will. wrong with this. There is a house up there a little bit, and still some leaves on the trees, so this should be possible. Okay. Looks like a good spot to relax here. Out of the view of the house, kind of. And you can still see the drive-through. Tonight, I'm sleeping under the stars and the harvest moon. So I hope I didn't need a flashlight. Brought a small one with me just in case. But really basic kit. I got my little sitting stool so I'm not sitting in the ticks. Just a tarp to lay down so I don't lay down on the ticks. Little camo netting. I don't think I'll need it when the sun goes down. But I'll cover up my gear because I gotta grab something from McDonald's for tonight's meal. Sleeping bag. Managed to get everything I need to complete the meal tonight. Perfect. Gonna have to move over a little bit because there's a perfectly clear view to that first window there. This is a lot better spot to wait away from those pickup windows. So I'm just gonna grab the stuff and bring it over, get my stool set up so I can wait for it to get a little darker. I ran into a subscriber here today by the name of Dave, and he let me know that the ticks here aren't all that bad. He says he's been here 10 years and had one tick. So that puts me at ease, but I'm still going to slather myself in this 30% DEET before I get too comfortable here. Ooh. Clears the sinuses. There's probably another half hour or so of daylight, so I really don't want to relax too much yet. A lot of drive-through traffic, but the supper rush should be over fairly soon. Our moon should be rising about 7:30. That'll be great. That should give me enough light to cook with, hopefully to film. And once it's a little darker, I'll get set up. So this place is 24 hours. I don't know if that's just the drive-through or if the inside part stays open all night too. I'll probably check it out later on when I do a stealth test, but nobody will see anything up here. I'm sure of it. Security guard pulled through. It's not security for here though, obviously. They're just on a break, come to grab some coffee. I am expecting some police though tonight because this is open all night and they work all night. And got to get a coffee somewhere, right? No way. Tell me they're not trying to take a bus through the drive-through. Okay, yeah, they weren't trying to get through, but I've seen that before with motorhomes and stuff trying to get through a drive-through. Might get some entertainment tonight, who knows? Yeah, just like clockwork, all the parking lot lights came on, so I'm not going to need a flashlight tonight. Actually, I might have trouble sleeping with all this light, but that's what stealth camping's all about. You never know. I don't think anyone can see into these woods at all. the lights really have the trees bright on that other side, it probably all just looks pitch black in here. The first run of the garbage came out. They don't care. This is great. No time like right now to stealth crack step 2 while people are busy ordering. It was pretty stealthy until that last crack. Hey, this is good. I got it because there was a bear on it. Bear Runner Blonde Ale. There's an awful lot of activity out there. There is still a lot of activity going on in this parking lot. Oh, why did I decide to do this on a Friday night during the full moon? Well, I never learned. Oh, there's some people leaving. I think the restaurant still seems to be open because people are going back to their vehicles. They were in there for a little bit. Sat down on the dollar store tripod chair. It broke. Thought I was losing weight. It's just $3 or something, so not the end of the world. I've had some of these before and they've lasted forever, but it's probably just this uneven terrain. Putting the chair down, it's causing issues. As soon as the traffic stops here, coming through the drive-thru, all the staff seem to go running out, bringing garbage and stuff. So there's never really a secluded time out here, and I'm really tempted to get down. I'm going to hang up kind of maybe my backpack here where the light is, and just see from the parking lot. You know, I'm pretty sure I'm invisible, and we'll check it out. I really want to get down there and see how this looks from the parking lot, but there's a really creepy guy just sitting parked there in his car, and he's been there for a while. But who am I to talk? I'm sitting in the bush with a camera. Things have cleared out in the parking lot, and I'm putting the backpack down here, kind of in the light and in direct view from where I'm going. There's a lot of people pulling in. Yeah, I already cannot see that backpack. Nobody's gonna see a thing. This is the best thing in my life. So yeah, there's a way up on this side. That's kind of where the staff seem to park right over there. But yeah, I'm just gonna wander back up. I can get back through this way, and this is a great spot. Even this spot, really close to the drive-thru, I was concerned that this would be obvious. From down there, it's not. Nobody's looking up here. Focused on the water window and getting their McDoubles. What a time to be alive.